Example 12.9. In the figure 12.12, so this is a figure, I have copied it here because I want to explain. R1, R2, R3, R4, they've given, R5, they've given some values. And a 12 volt battery is connected to the arrangement. This is 12 volt. Calculate the total resistance of the circuit and the total current flowing through the circuit. Now to calculate total resistance, I need to know whether it is in series or parallel. Do you agree? Yes. How do you know whether this is in series or parallel is the next question. Please observe. For sure this is in parallel. Do you agree? For sure this is in parallel. Do you agree? But what about these? So understand, you have to see how the current flows. This is just for your understanding. Carefully listen. If there is current flowing here, it flows from this side. This current will get divided here. It will get divided here. Do you agree? They will come back and join here. The same yellow current is entering here also, and this is getting divided. So for sure, once again, it's coming back as yellow only. For sure, I know this is in parallel, this is in parallel, yes? So first, what to do next, we will see later. For now, I know R1, R2 are in parallel, R3, R4, R5 in parallel. I will do them separately and we will see what happens. So now, first R1, R2 in parallel. So we'll call that as RP1, meaning first parallel combination, okay? You can name it whatever you want. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 1 by RP1 is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 1 by RP1 is 1 by R1. What is R1? 10. What is R2? 40. 1 by RP1, LCM here is 40. 10 fours are 40. This one will remain as it is. 1 by RP1 is 5 by 40. Or can I say RP1 taking reciprocal, here this is 1 and 8, is 8 by 1 or 8 ohm. Do you agree? Now, we will do the RP2 part. 1 by RP2 is 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. So 1 by RP2 is 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. R3, 4, 5 was 30, 20, 60. Substitute. 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. What is the LCM? 60. So this will go with 2, 3 and this is 1. 1 by RP2 is 2 plus 3 plus 1, 6. 6 by 60, 1s are, 10s are. Taking reciprocal on both sides, RP2 is 10 ohms. Here we got RP1 as 8 ohms. So now what will happen to the circuit? Carefully observe. So now what will happen to the circuit? This R1, R2 is there, no? We have found out their combination value. It's RP1, 8 ohm. I will remove these two and put its equivalent value here. This is nothing but RP1, which is 8 ohms. Now, this R3, R4, R5 is there, no? I know their equivalent value. It is RP2. I will remove these three and put RP2. That is nothing but 10 ohms. So I will put this as RP2, which is 10 ohms. Now it is very easy to tell the total answer. How? Please observe, if the current starts from this direction and it goes, the same current will flow even through this resistor. Do you agree? the same current will flow through that resistor. So can I say RP1 and RP2 are in series? Yes, which is why we will write that those two are in series and we get the total resistance of the circuit. Therefore, now total resistance, you can call it as anything, I will call it as RT. Those two are in series, so it is RP1 plus RP2. 8 plus 10, 18 ohms. My total resistance in the circuit is 18 ohms. Now they have asked us to find the total current in the circuit after this. Total resistance in the circuit is this much. So can I redraw the circuit now again? See here how? While redrawing this circuit now, I will write the new circuit here. Plus minus 12 volt. Instead of putting two resistors, I will put its equivalent resistance 18 ohm. I'll remove both of them and put a single resistor RT, which is 18 ohm. There's an ammeter here and there's a plug key. Now, can I find the total current in the circuit? I know total resistance. I know total resistance. I know total voltage. Can I find total current? Yes. So what do we do? Applying Ohm's law. V is equal to I into RT. V is 12. I is I don't know, main current. RT is 18. I is equal to 12 by 18. 6 2s are 6 3s are. I is equal to 0.66 amperes. That's the total current in the circuit. This particular example told us that we need not have resistors only connected in series or only connected in parallel. We can have the mix of the two. For example, you saw there was parallel here, there was parallel here, but they two were series. So you can have a mix of parallel and series. So now we will understand when do we get what kind of values. So now let us just summarize. When do we use series? When do we use parallel? What happens? How do you decide what to do? Whenever you want the least resistance, total combination, you should get least possible value, go for parallel. If you want highest possible value, go for series. If you don't want highest possible value or least possible value, but you want something in between, go for a mix of series and parallel. How? We will see an example next, you will understand. In general, for your level of 10th grade, they usually ask only up to 3 resistors. They tell you to combine 3 resistors. For 3 resistors combination, a parallel circuit looks like this. You have 1, 2 and 3 resistors. A series circuit looks like this. And if you have to choose something in between, meaning a mix of series and parallel, these are the 2 possible combinations. You take 2 in parallel and then series, or you take 2 in series and then parallel. Please note this down. So in the exam, you have to use trial and error and see which one suits the answer. We will see an in detail example next for you to understand clearly. Please note this table down, it's very helpful. Note these possible combinations too. How can 3 resistors of 6 ohms each be connected to get a total resistance of 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 9 ohm and 18 ohm? So, if you go for parallel combination, the total resistance is less than the least resistance. That means least possible value you will get. So, less than 6 ohms, what is there? 2 ohm and 4 ohm. That means if you go for parallel combination, one of this will satisfy. Why? In parallel combination, the total resistance is less than least resistance. That means if you have 2 ohm, 7 ohm, 11 ohm, if you find the value of Rp, it will be less than 2. Do you remember? Yes. So here we have 6 ohm, 6 ohm and 6 ohm. If I go for parallel, I will get less than 6. My total answer will be less than 6. So less than 6, who is there? 2 and 4. So one of them will satisfy parallel. Let us see how. Let's see who satisfies it. So first we will go for parallel combination. So when I go for parallel, all are 6. There are 3 resistors. You can use the direct formula Rp is R by N because all are 6 each. N is 3. What's the total resistance? 2 ohm. So if I connect them in parallel, I get 2M. You don't have to use this formula. You can also go for 1 by Rp is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. You will get the same answer. So 2 ohm is satisfied. Now, more than 6 ohm means what? Series combination. How do we know that? For example, we saw that example 2, 3, 5. If you put them in series, your answer will be more than the highest resistance, 5. So I have now 6, 6, 6. 6 is the highest. So my series answer will be even more than 6. Who is more than 6? 9 and 18. So therefore I can say my combination over here, which combination? Series combination will give either 9 or 18. We will check. Connect. 6, 6, 6. RS is 6 plus 6 plus 6. RS is 18 ohms. So 18 is done. Now we have two other combinations. It is not the highest also, it's not the lowest also, it's somewhere in between. What do we use? The table that you just wrote. There were two kinds of trial and error. We will use both. We will see who gives us 9 and who gives us 4. So first we will go for this method. 6, 6, 6. So first put 1 by Rp here. So 1 by Rp is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. 1 by Rp is 2 by 6 or Rp is 3. So what happens to this? These two you can remove and put 3 ohm there. Correct? Yes. So now what happens now? 6 plus 3, 9 ohm. So total resistance here is 6 plus 3, 9 ohm. So I got 9 ohm. So my other answer obviously has to be 4. Let us see if we get 4. How did that look? 2 series, that goes with parallel. 6, 6, 6. 6 plus 6, first you do RS. 6 plus 6, 12 ohm. So now how does my circuit look? The 6 is there only. I replace those 6 and 6 together and I put a single 12 ohm. So now what happens? 1 by Rp is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12. LCM is 12. 1 by Rp is 12. 6 2s are 12 plus 1. So what happens? 1 by Rp is 3 by 12. 1 by 4. Rp is 4 ohms. So we got 4 ohms, we got 9 ohms, we got 18 ohms, we got 2 ohms. These are the possible combinations taking 3 resistors and how to get. I hope you understood when to decide when to use series, when to use parallel or when to use a mix of the two. Page 216, question 1. Judge the equivalent resistance when the following are connected in parallel. You have to only judge, you don't have to get the exact answer. You should predict possible. What is a possible answer? First one they given 1 ohm and 10 power 6 ohm. In parallel combination, the total resistance is less than the least resistance. Who is the least? 10 power 6 means what? 10 lakhs. This is 10 lakhs, this is 1. Who is less? 1 ohm. That means my parallel combination answer will be less than 1 ohm. So Rp, your answer Rp will be less than 1 ohm. Second part of the question, 1 ohm, 10 power 3 ohm and 10 power 6 ohm. Then what will be your answer here? You have 1 ohm, 10 power 3, 10 power 6. In parallel combination, the total resistance is less than the least resistance. Who is the least here? 1. Rp will be less than 1. If the same question was asked for series, what would be your answer? In series combination, the total resistance is more than the highest resistance. Who is higher? 1 over 10 power 6. 10 power 6. So Rs would be more than 10 power 6. Same thing applies for this question too. I hope this is understood and clear. an electric lamp of 100 ohms, a toaster of resistance 50 ohms. So we have a lamp, toaster and a water filter of resistance 500 ohms are connected in parallel to a 220 volt source. Let's try to draw it. So you have electric lamp of 100 ohms. Next you have, what is that? Toaster of 50 ohms. Next we have water filter of 500 ohms, all connected in parallel to a 220 volt supply. Plus minus current will flow in this direction, 220 volt supply. What is the resistance of an electric iron? This is lamp, toaster, water filter. What is the resistance of an electric iron? So now we are bringing an iron and asking what is its resistance? Connected to the same source. So there is an iron. This is an iron. It is connected to the same source. Even this is connected to 220 only. And it takes as much current as all three appliances. How much of a current this lamp, toaster and filter is taking, as much current of all these appliances, means as much as all these together that single iron is taking. What is the resistance you have to find, and also what is the current through it? They are telling it's taking same current, so I can say this is also I. So now how do we do this? Can I find Rp? They've asked for, see, if the source is the same and the current is the same, isn't this the definition of equivalent resistance? Can I say whatever total resistance there Rp, same resistance Rp will be here. Why? Because what is the definition of equivalent resistance? It is that value of a resistor, single value of the resistor, whose resistance is equivalent to all the three, with same source and same current, same source and same current. Source and current is same. So I can say this one's combination, all these three put together itself is my Rp. Do you agree? Yes. So first we will find Rp, then we will find I. So now going ahead with this problem, let's go to find Rp. 1 by Rp is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Please write the formula. I am doing it directly. LCM of 100, 50 and 500 is 500. You can find it out. Multiply and divide with 5. Multiply and divide with 10. And there is a 1 over here. 1 by Rp is 16 by 500. Rp is 500 by 16. 2 8s are 2 250s are 2 4s are 2 125s are 2 2s are 2 62.5s are. Another 2 is there, again divide. 1s are, sorry, 2 3s are 6, 1.25. So you'll get Rp as 31.25 ohms. So now we got the value of Rp. Can I now find the current through the iron? Yes. Applying Ohm's law, V is equal to I into Rp. V is 220, I is 31.25 into Rp. So Rp becomes 220 by 31.25. You all know how to divide. Please divide and verify if your answer is 7.04 ohms. What's the unit of resistance? Ohms. So the symbol here will also be ohms. Question 3. Now in your houses every day, how is it connected? In our house, is it connected in series combination, parallel combination, or what is happening? In your house, now you are seeing this video and you are using your laptop or computer, or you are charging your phone and using it. You are seeing this video, you are looking at me teaching. Your mother is using the mixie and it's switching on, switching off. Your brother in the next room is using the fan. Suddenly, let us say the mixie got spoiled. The mixer in the kitchen got spoiled. Something has happened and it's bursted and it's got spoiled. Will the fan and your laptop stop charging, or will it continue to work? Mixie got spoiled. Does it affect the whole house, or only mixie got spoiled? Only mixie got spoiled. Why? Because in our house we use parallel combination. Please understand this. Let us say this is light, fan and mixer. Okay, you are using the light in your room, fan in your room, and your mother is using mixer in the kitchen. Mixer got spoilt. First, in normal method, current would flow, current would divide, light would get current, fan would get current, mixer would get current, all of them are working. Something your mother did, something's happened, your mixer is spoilt. Mixer broke down. The mixer broke down. It failed. Is my circuit broken or still complete? Only this is broken. Current can still flow through these two. It's okay if mixer spoiled, current can still flow. If it was series combination, let's say this is light, fan and mixer. If current was flowing, it would flow through all three first. Mixer got spoiled. Mixer is not working now. So now, will your light and fan work in your room? One of you must be thinking, light will work, fan won't work. But that is wrong. We already learned this in the previous section, that if mixer is broken, now current, this circuit is broken. Will current flow? For a current to flow, it has to be a closed path. Is this closed? No. It is an opening here. It is broken circuit. Current will not flow through light also, not through fan also. Your light and fan both will stop working. But we never feel this in our day-to-day life, because in our houses or for domestic purposes, we use parallel connection, not series connection. Why? Because even if one of the device breaks down, it does not affect the other devices. The other devices continue to work properly. That's the point number 3 written here. Now next, what about the potential? If I have a potential V applied here, all the 3 appliances, your light, fan, mixie, everyone gets same V. That means enough potential to do the work, to move the charge. In the case of series, the potential gets divided. All of them don't get the same potential, they get different potentials. So which is better? Option 1, the parallel. Each one gets the same potential. You need to understand here, in our houses we use the parallel circuit combination. In India, we all get 220 volt supply. Meaning any socket you go in your house and you measure what with voltmeter, what is the potential, everywhere it will be 220 only. In the trains, when you travel in the train, suppose you charge your phone in the house, let us say it takes 2 hours to charge full complete battery. Use the same phone and charge in the train for full battery. Will it take more than 2 hours or less than 2 hours? It will take more time. Why? Because in the train, they are not giving 220 volts, they give only 110 volts. That is less potential. Less potential means less work can be done. So, that is why we prefer more potential, meaning everyone can get same potential, means why not? Which is why we go for parallel combination being the first point. Now coming to understand something about current. Your refrigerator needs a lot of current. Your geyser needs a lot of current. Have you seen in your house geyser, refrigerator, all these plugs have a big switch. It's called an AEH point. So why does it happen like that? Because those devices need large currents. They want too much current. So different devices in our house have different resistances and they need different currents. So when do you get different current? In series combination or parallel combination? parallel combination, which is why it is beneficial to choose parallel over series again, as each appliance in the house has different resistance and it needs different current. It is better to choose parallel because you get different currents in parallel combination, whereas in series all will take same current. Imagine if you're using your mobile needs nothing more than 1.5 amperes. So let's say you're taking 1.5 amperes, it needs 1.5 amperes, your mobile here. Refrigerator, let's say, needs 5 amperes. And let us say this is fan, okay, it needs like 2 amperes or something. Refrigerator says, no, I want 5 amperes only, and he forces the circuit to give 5 amperes. What will happen? Your mobile, it will get burnt. Which is better? Parallel combination. Reason being point 2. Coming to the last point, total resistance in a circuit is lesser for which case? Parallel case. Total resistance in a circuit is lesser for the parallel case. Lesser the resistance, you can draw more current. So if the total resistance drop, I can get more current. More current means I can give enough current to every device to work, which is why we also prefer parallel again. These 4 are very, very important points. It can be, they can ask you what is the advantage of parallel over series? Why does the domestic circuits use parallel combination? What is the difference between parallel and series? Whatever I told now, that only you have to make it into differences and put it. How can 3 resistors of resistances 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm be connected to give a total resistance of 4 ohm and 1 ohm? See, 1 ohm is less, who is the least in 2, 3, 6? 2. 1 is less than 2. So can I say mostly it is parallel combination? Do you agree? Yes. 2, 3, 6. 6 is the highest. If I had any value more than 6, I could say, oh, it can be series. But I have 4. It is somewhere in between. That means it is a mix of series and parallel. We will try both the combinations. Whichever gives the answer, that is the combination. So the first combination that we try is what? This that we just learned. 2, 3, 6. So it can be 2, 3, 6. It can be 3, 2, 6. 6, 3, 2. Anything? You have to try for different values and try. See, can this be 6? See, if you put 3 here, possible. Why? 3 plus something can be 4. But if you put 6 here, does it make sense? Why? In series you have to add 6 plus something will be more than 6 only, 6 point something or 7 or 8. But I want 4. So this combination won't hold good. So by mistake also simply don't waste time starting with 6 here. Why? Because it's not possible. It's 6 plus something, but I want 4. So I'm starting with 2, 3, 6. Now with 2, 3, 6, first we go for the parallel part. So RP is 1 by RP is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. 1 by RP is 6 here, 2 plus 1. If you solve this, you will get RP as 2 ohm. So now what happens to the circuit? This can be replaced with 2 ohm. So this becomes 2 ohm. And I am replacing the combination here as another 2 ohm. What is 2 ohm plus 2 ohm? 4 ohm. So I got my answer. First answer is done. Now this was the first part. Second part, I want 1 ohm. So we just discussed we are going for parallel. I told you why. Because 1 is less than 2. So 2, 3, 6. 1 by RP is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Take the LCM. What is RP? 2, 3, 6. LCM is 6. 3s are, 2s are, 1s are. RP is 6 by 6. Sorry, 1 by RP is 6 by 6. 1, 1. RP is 1 ohm. Hence, we got what we wanted. Question 5. What is the highest and the lowest resistance that can be secured? That means that can be, you could get it by combinations of 4 coils of resistance 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm, 24 ohm. They have given 4 resistors. They've told get the highest and lowest possible combination. Highest, first they've asked for highest. Highest is possible when? I told you, parallel means least, series means highest, in between means mix of the two. So they've asked highest. Highest means what? Series combination. So your answer is series. Connect them in series and put it. So 4, 8, 12, 24. So what will be RS? R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. 2 plus 8, 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24. Adding everything, 48 ohms. Now, when is it possible to get the lowest resistance? Least resistance means parallel combination. So, next write down, connect them in parallel combination. So, you will get 1 by Rp. You can draw the circuit here, please. Please fill up the values. I am not going to do it. So, 1 by Rp is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. What to do next? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. LCM 24. 4 6s are 24, 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24, 1. 1 by Rp, 6 plus 3, how much? 9, plus 2, 11, plus 1, 12. 12 by 24. So, 12 ones are 12 twos are. Rp is 2 ohms.